Hey folks, how you doing? Welcome back. It's Charlie. It is Monday, January 14th, about 12 o'clock in the afternoon on a very cold and rainy day in Pasadena. I mean, it's really wet. I mean, we have about three systems coming in. This is the first system that came in overnight. We have another system coming in Tuesday, and then another one coming in Wednesday. I just came back. I was over at Starbucks for a little bit, checking my email and trying to catch up with current events. And of course, I had to get my coffee. So when I got there, it was sprinkling a little bit, but of course, you sit down, then the rain starts to pour, and then you're waiting, you're drinking your coffee, and you're trying to bide your time, seeking an opportunity to hope for a break in the weather so you can run home. Well, that didn't happen. I just got soaked. So sorry about the angle. The lighting over here from the window is pretty bright and blurry. Plus, I'm using my other camera, so I don't know how good the quality is going to be. Just wanted to take some time out and talk to you folks. So we're well into the new year, I think. I have a lot of plans. I don't know how I'm going to achieve these things. Right now, I'm kind of freaking out because I have, it's my day off, thank goodness. But I have enough money to get me to work for about the next 2 days. Thursday, I'm going to be freaking out because I don't know how I'm going to get to work. But that all aside, and I'm not really one to plan. I don't like planning things. I used to do that when I was younger, and much to my dismay and disappointment, things just didn't go through as what one has planned. So, but what I envision and what I would like for things to happen is getting a secondary job, mainly with Lyft. I have to have my child support readjusted, and then I have to go and get my driver's license taken care of because it's suspended because of child support. Leave it to California, the hardest state, I believe. And with the new law in California for the real ID, I can't even get on a domestic flight, say like if I wanted to go to Arizona or Texas and visit family and friends and stuff like that. I cannot because of the real ID in the California. I need that government you have to be allowed by the communist state to be able to travel domestically. That's, to me, this is communism. But I'm not going to get into political semantics and anything. I don't like it. So a lot of things that I need to do. I need to get a second job. I need to get a vehicle, and that's going to be right there with Lyft, so I can get a car. And I'll definitely have the time and opportunity where I can maintain that. So I have to go back and go talk to my caseworker on child support to get released to get my license unsuspended, so I can get a second job, so I can maintain both my child support and myself. I mean, that's just hopefully here within a couple of months, so we'll see. I have a lot of bills that I have to catch up on. Honestly, with paying the rent, I either had a choice. I either was going to keep my cell phone that I've had for like 4 years or pay my rent. So I ended up paying my rent, and I forwent my cell. So I don't know how I'm going to be able to get that back. I went and visited a friend of mine, but it's just that I've been with T-Mobile for so many years now, and I've established a decent amount of credit. So I'd like to stay with them. And I know there's other opportunities, other things that I can get, but if it's not broke, why fix it? And I can do this. I'm not really worried about it. It's just a matter of day by day. You know what I mean? It's just, but again, I'd rather be worried and freaking out about how to make ends meet and making those challenges versus being homeless and not having anything to myself. That's just nowhere. So, job, vehicle, child support, driver's license. Another thing that I would really like to do, like so many people have done in the past, I including, on three different occasions, I was forced in a life situation where I had to cash out my 401ks. So, as it stands right now to this day, I have nothing. I have nothing in my name. So I would like to at least maybe by year's end get some sort of life insurance. I mean, there's plenty of life insurance out there that's affordable and that's good quality, but I just have to do a little more investigation. So I would hopefully like to be able to get life insurance and be set. So God forbid, much later, when that day comes, my children and people that care about me, my friends and family, won't have to be burdened so much. So that'll be taken care of. I mean, I'm 52 years old. I don't know how much time I have left, but getting life insurance at this point right now, in this juncture in my life, is really important. So I need to get these little duckies in a row and gathering duckies. You know how duckies go. So I have a lot of things that I want to get done, and hopefully I can get accomplished. I'm capable, but there's always going to be, the road's always going to be bumpy. So I'll get it done. It's just a matter of how and when. But those are some of the things that I'd like to get accomplished by year's end, especially in there in the mix. First and foremost is my daughter. So the child support and getting my daughter a driver's license, second job, vehicle. So I'm spending excessively too much money on Lyft, and it's defeating the purpose. So, and I don't want to transfer to another store. I don't want to get another job. I'm happy and content, and I've got a good reputation and good respect with my coworkers and my employers. So if I was younger and not giving a crap, yeah, I would have probably left and done something. But as we get older, we tend to realize these things. And this weekend, with all the rain too, I think the rain is supposed to stop Thursday evening. So I'm going to go back and check on my friends. I checked on them this weekend. They're doing fine. One of them has something in line that he's very, very, very close to getting off the street here, hopefully within a few short weeks. My other two friends, they have their own thing that they're working on too, and they said that they're looking into, getting off the street, so whatever. So 1 out of 3 is really good, and the fact that they're telling me that my other two friends that they're working on something makes me feel a little bit more relieved and at ease with them. Hopefully when all of us are off the streets, we can go get together in some place, have some hamburgers, have some drinks. I'm not gonna drink, but you know what I mean. Just having a good time and get together and just talk about all the shit that we've gone through and everything that we've done. Kind of like with my support group with Mark Horvath and our Facebook support group with the homelessness. We get together, we talk and share our own experiences and stuff like that. And I want to do that with these 3 guys. They're my buds, they're my brothers. So been through hell and back with these guys, and I'd like to see them get out of limbo. So it's easy to stay in limbo if you know anybody that's been homeless, or if you, of course, have experienced or are experiencing homelessness. Because I know I have quite a few followers that are homeless. So. And this weather doesn't make for happy times for homeless people. I want to be able to also afford a little bit more. Like right now, if I had the money, I would go to the store. I'd go buy a couple of packs of socks and go down the library and go give them to my friends. But my hands are kind of tied right now. I'm having to take care of my own shit. So I don't know. I have about a bajillion things going through my mind at light breaking speeds, and I'm trying to focus as everything is zooming by me, trying to pick one out of the air that I need to accomplish to have things done. So I have a million things to do, and not just for myself, but for those around me and those that I care, namely my friends as well, and my children. So we're early on in the year that I still have a little bit of time left because, oh, Charlie, you got a year. If you're setting your goal, you got a year. Time goes by a lot quicker than you think, especially when you're working. And now that I'm not on the streets anymore, time is really fleeting. I mean, time is really going by faster than when I was out there. I mean, I can't believe I already buzzed through October, November, December. I mean, it seemed like it was just hot as hell out there, and I was just now moving into my own place, and I'm commuting to Burbank for training and everything, and I finished my training at the Pasadena store, and now I'm in La Cañada. So I've come a long way within the last year, since last year, and I've accomplished a lot. Those of you that know me, those of you that have been with me from the beginning or have come in after I started, you know that I'm not a bullshitter. Again, this platform is not on gimmicky stuff. It's not gimmicky. I know some folks said, well, you were doing something gimmicky with you recommending places and stuff. No, it's just I was sharing stuff with you. That's not gimmicky. Gimmicky me would have been starting into doing what do they call it, the mukbang. I don't think that's a trend anymore. Mukbang eating and stuff like that. Something along the different area I'd like to do eventually once I'm well established or win the lottery. Right. But you never know, right? So, oh man, I can hear the rain from my window. It kind of stresses me. But so far everything's okay. It's just a matter of those wild little duckies and trying to get everything all lined up and everything. And not just a matter of getting my little duckies in a row. I want to get them dressed and well presented and everything so I can feel better about things in life and everything. I have so much, holy cow. It doesn't seem like I'll be able to accomplish it, but I look back and for someone like me and what I've been through, I mean, it wasn't too long ago I got a message from Mark, say, hey, I seen your video and everything, and I'm going to be in LA and I'd like to do an interview, and one turned into 2 and 3, and then James from the other YouTube channel, he came out and interviewed me, and then I did one interview with NBC, and then I did another interview with NBC with Craig Melvin. That never got aired. That was the one thing with Mark when he was doing the thing when we did the Angels, City of Angels. But they were I understand my interview didn't, because they were doing the focusing on the opera, on the concert, and everything for the homeless. But that's a lot more important than my interview. So I would have liked to have seen it, or I'd like to have gotten a copy of that interview. Um, but who knows? Movie studios are kind of funny. Sometimes they'll have things in their archives and they'll put together and then they'll bring it out. So you never know. Who knows? Maybe I'll get a phone call from Brittany and Charlie. We're going to be doing. Can we do an update on how you're doing or how people are doing? Blah blah. Things are like that. So I would have liked to have seen that. Just this last year alone, I've done so much. Being homeless. I've had my fair share of good times and bad times. Never did I do any like really harsh drugs. Smoke pot. The alcohol thing was my worst enemy. All that money, all that time wasted drunk. Wow. It's a life lesson learned, right? But and it's like I was telling my friends, the only reason why I was drinking was because I was out there. I needed to cope. And as cheap as it was the only thing that I could do to cope. When I was much younger, I used to be addicted to meth, and that's an abundance out there on the streets. I never once put that to my nose, and because I know what kind of a idiot I turn into when I'm on meth, and I never did anything super crazy, but I just don't like the feeling, the sensation, the paranoia, what it does to your skin. It's just, ugh. And when I talk to my friends, my coworkers at work, and I tell them about my life experiences, I sometimes wonder how much bullshit they think I'm full of. It's like, oh, this old guy, he's just talking about, he's been here, he's lived here, he's worked here, he's done that, he knows these. We all have our stories. We all have our life experiences, and everything that I say I'm done and experienced, I've done and experienced. So now it's just a matter of moving forward. Life can be so surprising. Life is just life, and life is an instrument, a tool, and from there we use it to however we perceive and whatever direction we want to go to on that path. So long journey, a year's journey. Let's see how much I can get accomplished. Hopefully I can get everything accomplished, and then I'll focus on next year. So that's about it. My friends. I just wanted to chat with you on this gloomy, rainy, cold day. This weather's not fit for man nor beast. Tomorrow's another day. Tomorrow I'll go back to work. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. So I've already been out. I will post this video tomorrow, most likely. And leave any comments down below, good or bad. As I said, I'm not going to be able to do anything in the description box. So any links or anything that you need, any information, just go to the previous video, and all the links are down there and below. Because of the laptop, I'm just not gonna mess with it right now. Starbucks this morning was a little bit busy too, so sometimes when the weather gets a little bit more colder, people like to come in, and so I barely had enough room and time to just do what I needed to do to catch up. So again, we'll see. All right, my friends. Well, with that being said, I shall take my leave of you. So you folks take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but always take care of yourselves first. Love one another, trust one another, be kind to each other, help one another. Don't take today for granted or any other day thereafter. Live for the moment, pull down your pants and slide on the ice. Wet, slushy ice. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. If you like what I'm doing or what we're doing, period, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification button. Tell your friends and family about me, about us. And I know this crazy, insane little short Mexican guy who was homeless and now he's not. Stuff like that. You never know. I haven't checked my my subscription yet. I'm not bothered with that. Even though I'd like to hit 1,000, so we'll see. I think I'm close. I don't know. Actually, I was kind of hoping that I would have hit 1,000 before the new year, but it's not going to make or break me. I don't foresee myself as being a Casey Neistat or anything by any means like that, or fresh baked or any successful thing on YouTube. Not I. I'm just lucky enough to have been able to get my foot in the doorway, and with the fact that I almost lost my life, I started this. So, but life does have a funny way of turning things around, so I'm open for anything. I'm open for anything. But I'm going to stay true to this channel and not be a gimmick schmuck. I'm not going to be doing stupid stunts or pranks or practical jokes or doing food challenges or any kind of challenges like that. At the most, if I do get well enough, I'll do some segments where it's like if I go in an eatery, I'll share that experience with you or whatever, but I'm not going to be doing anything far-fetched. That's not me. Even in my younger days, I really wasn't anything like that. So anyway, my friends, this is an exceptionally long video. I know I haven't done one this long in a long time, so you folks take care of yourselves, and I will see you very, very soon. I will upload this tomorrow, Tuesday, at work. So, as I get a Wi-Fi signal. So, I love you all. You folks take care of yourselves. Share this with me. Leave any comments down below, good or bad, and I will try to get back to them as soon as possible. So, until then, you folks, if you're here in California, Los Angeles, try to enjoy the rest of the day and the week. Wet and soggy. Drive carefully out there. It's very slippery. Don't want to see you get in an accident or worse, slide and hit someone out on the street. That would not be no good. So, I will talk to you later. I love you all. Take care. And have a great week. Bye.